Family accepted Jill Duggar back despite her tell-all stunt? After the dark truth about the Duggar family came out, Duggar News followers understood that it wasn't easy being part of it. Many siblings, like Jana and Jill Duggar, spoke up about the harsh realities through podcasts, book deals, and other means. They have continued to do so. Viewers know by now about Jill's strained bond. The most Jill is also the sibling who appeared in Shiny Happy People last year. It was a documentary that condoned Duggar's toxic IBLP lifestyle. Since then, everyone remains curious about Jill's bond with the rest of her family. But there are often hints on the internet suggesting that they are making amends. Over the years, Jill Duggar has been upfront about all the toxic ways her family affected her mental well-being. She also once stated how the news of Josh Duggar's molestation scandal made her feel like the CPS would separate her from the rest of her family. Apart from this, she has been upfront about breaking through many toxic and religious teachings. Duggar News followers also know that Jill and her husband Derek are still interested in having a bond with her family and being on civil terms. That's why they have said it many times that they want to work on reconciling, but would only do it as long as there are healthy and established boundaries. It looks like the family members have started working on reconciling. Jill and her husband, Derek Dillard, released their book Counting the Cost, which documented all the hardships they had to face in the family. Duggar News followers know that many siblings like Jedidiah Duggar took offense to her family taking this route. It didn't just sour Jill's bond with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, but also some of her siblings. But there has been proof that Jill and the rest of the Duggars are trying to work through their differences. For instance, Jill and Derek were at the big house with Jim and Michelle Duggar for Christmas. Then when the couple unfortunately had to deal with the stillbirth of their daughter Aisla, Jill's parents also came to the funeral. That's not all. There's also new proof about there being amends. Joy Anna Duggar recently celebrated her birthday. She included all her sisters who live in Arkansas with her for the special day. Fans were happy to see Jill was also part of the event, including their mother Michelle Duggar. If this isn't all, Jill and Derek also attended the last two Duggar weddings, Jana's and Jason's. Because of such proof on the internet, fans have reason to believe that Jill and the rest of the siblings have finally mustered the courage to look past their issues and focus on building their bond yet again. What do you think about Jill reconciling with her family? Tell us in the comments below. Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones celebrated their first holiday together as a married couple. This holiday season will mark a series of firsts for the newlyweds who tied the knot in early October. They traveled to Tennessee to celebrate Thanksgiving with her family after she moved to Arkansas with him following their wedding. Maddie Grace shared photos of the couple posing in front of the Christmas tree, which is presumably up inside her family's home. Interestingly, she captioned the share that she was thankful to be home for the holidays, which begs the question of whether they will spend Christmas with her family too. With Jason and Maddie not at the big house and Joy Anna Duggar and Jill Duggar celebrating with their husbands' families, Thanksgiving may have been scaled back for the Duggar family. Maddie Grace Jones was happy to show off how she spent Thanksgiving with Jason Duggar, revealing that she was thankful for my guy while referencing her husband. Jason gushed that she was his favorite. They are on their way to being the next Justin Duggar and Claire Spivey, and we suspect before long, Maddie Grace may want to move back to Tennessee to be close to her family. Justin and Claire are rarely around at the Duggar events, except when it is like a wedding. They have appeared at the big house for Christmas but remain close to her family in Texas. We suspect Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace Jones will announce a pregnancy in the next few months. Based on the poses in the photos, she may already be expecting. There have been more than a few honeymoon Duggar grandbabies, and based on their teachings, it seems that is the goal. However, they haven't said anything, and it would be very early if she is currently expecting. They may choose to keep it quiet for a while, as first pregnancies sometimes end up in miscarriages. Jason's brother, Josiah, and his wife, Lauren Swanson, experienced that while filming Counting On. Jason and Maddie seem to be enjoying married life and spending the holidays together as a married couple. However, Jana is not always making praiseworthy headlines. For instance, her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, has been in the limelight lately. Viewers must know by now how he was a pastor at Grace Community Church in Laredo, Texas. He has been actively involved in preaching and church leadership, but his recent podcast sparked controversy as he talked about a somewhat toxic aspect of having a healthy marriage. Usually, Jeremy Vuolo is making headlines for encouraging Jana Duggar to break free from the toxic IBLP conditioning she had to follow while growing up. During one of his religious podcast episodes, he called Jim Bob's IBLP teachings devilish while slamming legalism. It says following strict rules or laws is what earns a person salvation or makes them right with God. Legalism suggests that if you follow all the rules perfectly, you're guaranteed to go to heaven or be accepted by God. Jeremy disagrees with legalism because he believes it misrepresents God. Legalism suggests that God will only be pleased if you follow a strict set of rules, like if you do this, then you'll get that approach. Jeremy thinks this idea is wrong and even devilish because it makes God seem like a rule enforcer, not a loving figure. This statement earned Jeremy tons of appreciation, but another one of his striking sayings landed him in trouble. What did he do, and why did it upset Duggar News followers so much? Jeremy and Jana run a podcast. In it, they often discuss their lives and, more importantly, their relationships. In the brand new episode, they talked about the hard parts of their marriage. Well, the latter did address how her brother Josh Duggar's trial for possessing CSAM and going to jail was a tough time for the family. Jana said that she and Jeremy leaned in on one another and their faith back then. The Duggar News child star emphasized that her husband's love for her, despite what they were walking through, was comforting. Hence, she was glad God allowed all of that. Well, Jeremy then explained that marriage isn't about sticking to a perfect plan. It's about the commitment, even when things go wrong. Don't think, if it doesn't go as planned, I'll leave. Work through the challenges together. That's when a discussion began on Reddit. A follower said that Jeremy made an impassioned diatribe about marriage. They found it toxic as they had been in an unfavorable marriage for 10 years, and everyone around them preached that earthly suffering is better than an eternity of torment in hell. Lots of people condemned Jeremy's belief of sticking together in a marriage no matter what the externalities. They said that it's not fair to bind people in such a manner. What do you think of Jeremy's views? Do you think people are taking it out of context? Tell us in the comments. Over the years, the things that came out about the Duggar family only got dark. Duggar News followers first found out about Josh's molestation charge many years ago. Then came a cheating scandal, and at last, receiving and possessing CSAM. Throughout it all, his wife, Jana Duggar, has been by her husband's side. Rumor has it that all was not well between the two. Earlier, Jana was not leaving any chance she'd get to meet her husband in prison. Fans began sensing trouble in paradise when she stopped visiting him. Amidst all the chatter hinting at divorce, viewers now have reason to believe she might release a book documenting her experience. Will she? It turns out Jana Duggar has been quite low-key since Josh Duggar's trial and him eventually going to prison. Duggar News fans couldn't believe it when she held his hand while they went to court 2 years ago for his CSAM trial. Many wish for her to break free from her felon husband and the shackles of the Duggar family. Eagle-eyed fans spotted her at a family friend's funeral in 2023. Jana was smiling while posing with some members. Due to this, fans feel she has been doing much better since Josh went to prison. Now, there are rumors surrounding Jana that she might write a book like many of her family members about her experiences living with the Duggars and having a criminal husband. Is this true? It's a known fact that Duggar News followers are always hoping Jana Duggar will break free from the Duggars. Ever since Josh Duggar has been in prison, she is under Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's wing. They have been taking care of her and the couple's 7 kids and providing for them. Fans also discovered that Jana began running a business a while ago. It's a dog breeding company called Golden Grove Pups, LLC. A buzz suggests that the family is not happy with Jana trying to be more independent. It could be that she is doing so to give her 7 kids a better life. Due to this theory, many Reddit fans began to say that Anna could write a book about her experience of being part of the Duggar family and document how she was married to Josh Duggar. But all of these were mere speculations. Many began to say Jana and Jill had already written tell-all books about the family. So it doesn't seem like a far-fetched possibility for Anna to go down that same path. But it might not happen. Fans have seen how low-key she has been since Josh's imprisonment. Chances are she is trying her best to avoid the public eye since so much went down. So she might not want to attract attention to herself. What do you think? Do you think it's likely Anna will start writing a book and get a deal to support herself and the kids better? Tell us in the comments below. Since 19 Kids and Counting began, Duggar News followers instantly understood having a big family is a part of their lifestyle. So the siblings who were once mere kids on the show became adults and had families of their own. There is no doubt that they have also expanded and have big families. Jedidiah and Katie Duggar are also one such couple. They already have 2 sweet kids and will be welcoming 2 more. Jedidiah and Katie Duggar are quite dedicated to one another. Most of their social media posts are about their wholesome family updates. However, since the latter has announced her pregnancy, most of their posts have been baby-related. After all, it is a big deal for them to be welcoming twins. In a new post, they gave yet another update on their current pregnancy journey. What has it been about? Considering how big the Duggar family is, weddings and pregnancy announcements are always happening. This year, something miraculous happened with the Duggar News followers. They saw a glimpse of Jedidiah and Katie's gender reveal party on their YouTube handle. Everyone from the family was a part of this special occasion. Well, they made this moment even more special with an additional announcement. It turns out Jedidiah and Katie will be having twins, and they are going to be parents to 2 beautiful baby girls. They called them double blessings. It was a special moment for all of them because Jedidiah himself had a twin, Jeremiah. So they will be welcoming yet another pair into the Duggar family, and it is going to be quite special. Well, with all this happening, the couple gave yet another pregnancy update online. Jedidiah and Katie Duggar have become pro-parents. That's because they had their first son, Truett Oliver, in 2022. Then, instantly in the next year, their daughter Nora Kate came into the world in 2023. Well, in 2024, they ended up being even luckier as they had the fortune of welcoming twins into the family. As mentioned above, it is a very special miracle for Jedidiah as he has a twin, Jeremiah. Since then, Jedidiah and Katie have always made social media posts to reveal how excited they are to have 2 other babies in their lives. With the pregnancy announcement, they also made their baby registry public on Amazon, including all sorts of gifts and necessary items they would need to make their parenting journeys easier when the time comes. In a new post, the couple shared an important pregnancy update. Duggar News followers saw that Jedidiah posted a beautiful picture of his wife on their Instagram handle. She wore a vibrant red dress while looking at her baby bump very dotingly. She also held a bunch of fresh yellow roses alongside it. Jedidiah simply wrote 31 weeks next to the picture, and everyone